Hi everyone, welcome to another Badger Loans vlog. This one is going to be about what is a budget and what are the benefits of budgeting. We're following the blog post just for a change. Let's start off with the Investopedia version of or definition of budgeting, and they say that a budget helps create financial stability. By tracking expenses and following a plan, a budget makes it easier to pay bills on time, build an emergency fund, and save for major expenses such as a car or home. Overall, a budget puts a person on stronger financial footing for both the day-to-day and the long term. And nothing could be more true than that. It's absolutely spot on. But really, you can forget about buying houses and cars for now. The idea of a budget, as far as we're concerned, is tracking your income on the one hand, your expenses on the other. If you go to the Badger website, which you may well have just come from there, or you may even be on it prior to YouTube, go to the homepage. Right up the top is a budget calculator, and from there you should be able to work out how much you've got either left over or what your deficit is at the end of every month. But that's the idea of a budget. You map you put your income, all of your income down one side, all of your expenses down the other side, and deduct the expenses from the income, and hopefully you've got a surplus of some money with which you can, that's where you're saving. That's your saving for your car or your house or your boat or whatever it is you want. Or you've got a deficit. And if you've got a deficit, well, you're probably on Badger Loans looking for a loan to sort out the deficit. But of course, the idea of budgeting is that you can see why you've got a deficit and hopefully do something about it by being able to cut back on some of the expenses that you've got going out. It's the whole purpose of a budget. And there isn't really another purpose to budgeting. I mean, there are many budgeting tools out there now which help us. And I mean, if we were all taught how to budget at school, maybe the world wouldn't be in the situation it is, existing on fairy money, made up money that doesn't mean anything, that's all got to be paid at some point, and it's all going to come crashing down, not if, but when. Had we learned how to budget, I wouldn't have got in a mess I got in throughout life, because I would have been able to know what I was doing. The one time that I did budget was back in the 90s when computers first came out, and I think Microsoft had Microsoft Money, and I put it on the computer. And what a revelation. For the first time in my life, I was in control of what was going out, and I could see what was coming in. Absolutely fantastic. Then they did something, changed it, and I couldn't get it to work over the bank account anymore, and that was it. I reverted back to type. I'm afraid unless someone's on my case with it, I don't really budget. Now I get a much better idea because I know what's coming out in my head. I know what's coming in, and I kind of know what's in the bank account most of the time because I have to. And if I don't, then all kinds of trouble ensues from there. So budgeting essentially helps give you a clear financial picture of where you're at any given moment in time. It enables you to be able to sift your income from your expenses and highlight areas to be addressed or areas to be praised, because sometimes that's worth doing too. So that's a budget, some of the benefits of budgeting and what is a budget. See you next time. Bye for now.